He one experienced the unity of life, sees his own self in all things. Good morning, one and all present here. Today we are having an impartial thinker with us. He's an author too, and an experienced Toastmaster. And for taking his interview, we are also having an experienced Toastmaster with us. She is none other than DTM Richa, who is an entrepreneur and soft skills trainer too. So this virtual stage is over to you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Shubham. And most welcome to the champion of the day, the impartial thinker, Bhavya. Please tell us something about what exactly do you mean by impartial thinker?
When I say impartial thinker, the intent is that generally people are on one side. Say, for example, people will either support BJP or they will support Congress. So my take is that there are certain things which Congress is doing good, and there will be so many things which BJP is also doing good. So I always try to be impartial or try to think like an impartial, that I should appreciate if something is good, which BJP is doing, and also if something Congress is doing. So that's a way of putting up
Wow.
it as an impartial thinker.
Wow, definitely. So that means we should keep taking the good things from every person, isn't it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. You have been like winning so many awards, not only in Toastmasters, but in different fields. So I would like to know something about how all these awards like CC, CL, ALB have actually like helped you in your success journey.
Well, actually, the only one thing which I always focus is consistency. And when I focus on consistency, the other things follows automatically. Say, for
Yes.
example, I'm a Toastmaster for the last 6 years. So I think my attendance must be around 95%.
Wow.
So when I'm there 95%, so automatically many things must be happening naturally. I will be giving speeches, I will be giving leadership roles, I'll be mentoring somebody, or maybe I'll be uh, participating in an election process, or maybe conducting any contest and all that. So all these things naturally happen if you are consistent and doing something systematically. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
think that is a key to that.
Wow. I believe leaders are also readers, isn't it? And I know that you are fond of reading. So, which was the last book you read?
I started reading around 20 years back in year 2000. I first started reading book.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was reading only the textbook. My first
Okay.
book at that time was You Can Win by Shiv Khera. And since then, I've read many books. So the last book is by Bill George, that is about finding your true north. So this book is
Okay.
about when you have challenge about deciding that what should be the right priority and what should be the right path. So see your true north, see that what is the right principle, and then go as per that.
Wow. Please do give us few tips, especially the ones who have just joined Toastmasters or they want to pursue their journey as a speaker, how to actually memorize these quotations and how to deliver an effective speech.
I think I said earlier that one thing is that to be remain consistent in the meeting. And the reason why anybody can be consistent in meeting is, first of all, that person should know the reason that why that person is joined Toastmaster. Is it just because somebody wants to experiment, or because somebody has told something? Or many times I've seen that many people join because they have free time, so they just want to utilize the time. So
Yes,
it's very
yes.
important that person should be clear that why he or she is joining Toastmaster.
The objective
If
should be clear.
objective should be clear. If the objective is clear, then remaining things become easier with respect to reminding, recollecting the quotes and giving the
Yes,
speech and all that, because all those things are the natural process which Toastmasters or the format of the Toastmaster automatically helps in that.
definitely. Tell us something about vlogging. How is it different from other, like what is actually vlogging?
So generally, one common terminology is blogging. Blogging is something when you are writing something and we are putting up somewhere. It could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, Medium, or Udemy, or any other place that you are doing it. When we say vlogging, it means we are making a video and then we are putting up, say, for example, on YouTube, which is the most popular platform globally. So that is called vlogging. And I'm doing it since January this year with respect to my background, the way what the work I'm doing it with respect to quality management system. So I write also, so I'm doing the blogging also, which I'm doing for over a year, and now
Wow.
started making videos. So that's what it is all about.
Wow. I'm sure you will be a mentor for so many of us. And Shubham is one of them. So he's waiting eagerly and he's
Mhm.
very excited to have you on this show. Over to Shubham now.
So first of all, thank you so much, sir, for coming. Like you always supported me whenever like I lost election, any time you always supported me, and you are
Yeah.
always a mentor for me. So my
Okay.
first question to you is like, can you little bit like in a bit tell me about quality management? What is it like, supplier quality management?
Now, when we are doing something, we are doing as per some system. Say, let us take an example of Toastmasters. That in Toastmaster there is a certain process that needs to be followed from starting of the meeting till end of the meeting. And this we are doing as per certain guidelines. And it is not only one club, but more than 16,000 clubs globally that it is happening. So it means there is some system that is being followed. That's why for more than 90 years, this particular thing is working. Now, to verify that whether system is in place, whether things are happening as per Toastmaster International, giving an example. So there is a body called ISO, International Organization for Standardization. So they've got different standards. Like for quality management, the standard is ISO 9001. So its objective is to see that whatever parameters the organization has set, whether they are working as per that or not. So that's what I do when I go to any industry, say any automobile industry or pharma industry or chemical industry. We check from customer that whether customer expectations are being understood properly and how we are meeting the customer expectation. So end-to-end entire thing, which includes the entire organization. That's what we
Sir, I'm
do check.
also I'm also an operation student. So don't you think that operation the jobs related to operation management will increase after the coronavirus? As Modi ji is like he's saying that the India will be like heading towards production. So like can you like tell me that how like according to you what will be the status of job in operation side?
Well, for the coming 3 to 6 months, the situation will be very tight because many people are losing job. Not enough requirement is there, and why requirement is not there? Because people don't have sufficient money in their pocket. So when there is no demand, so the supply is not there. When there is no supply, so operation will not work. As far as Modi ji is concerned, it's a long-term vision. It's not something that is going to happen in 3 6 months. That will happen over a time of 2 to 5 years. Because whenever a company decides that they want to manufacture something in India, or say, for example, somebody wants to shift their manufacturing from China to India. So it's a long run process. First of all, they have their own processes to decide about it. Then there are a lot of problems internally in India also to get approvals and all that. Then you set up a factory. So it's 2 to 5 years project. It's not something immediately that something good is happening. So it depends upon how China plays the game and how India plays the game. And if India plays it rightly, then yes, certainly over a long period of time, in operations, there will be a lot of job and a lot of good opportunities that is going to come.
To that. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. And we are so much like I'm so happy and feeling luckiest of all that you have spared your time. So over to Richa, ma'am.
Thank you, Shubham. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you
a
very much.
lot
Thanks for the
for
kind words.
enriching and enlightening us on so many aspects. But you just can't leave without telling us your favorite quotation. Please do share.
My favorite quotation, which I always speak to myself, is believe in yourself. If you see in the background, you can also see a book in the name of self-talk. So it's all about that how much you believe in yourself. So that's what I keep on telling myself, that I need to believe in myself. The more I say, the better I'm becoming.
Wow. Thanks a lot for this enriching and valuable session. I'm sure whomsoever watches this video will be empowered and very soon they will connect with you. Thanks a lot for sparing your valuable time. It is an honor to have you with us. Thank you. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you,
Thank
Richa.
you,
Thank you,
sir.
Shubham. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you. All the best. See you. Thank you.
Thank you.